Lots to talk about.
Oh my gosh, I know. I don't know how we're going to pack it in an hour.
We're rambling with Rhiannon. Okay, so we've got Rhiannon Brovold on. We've had her several times in the past, and she's got a good following, believe it or not. I don't know if you guys know this, but
my average is good.
Average is decent. It's a decent average. We appreciate everyone that listens, and we're just going to jump right in. So we want to do a Christmas podcast, okay?
Okay.
But before we do, let's catch up just really quick, okay? Have there been any life changes in your life since the last time we've talked to you?
Yeah. So the last time I was still working at Cascade, I left my position at Cascade, which has been a challenge. I miss it so much because I did it so long. But I'm looking for some growth in other places. So we'll have more to come on that.
Okay.
But yeah. So
right.
I've been
you're
hanging out for a month.
So you're no longer there, but you also kind of hit the whole sickness bout too.
Yes.
The family got sick. Everyone got sick.
The worst.
But you're better now?
Yeah.
Did you have the fever and the temperature?
Yeah, full on legit flu.
Yeah, that's what that is exactly what my whole family had. So
we're big flu shot people usually, and I was like, didn't this year for no particular reason, and here we are.
Well, have we talked since last time? Has Kenny listened to that? Did he listen to that part where Joey
100%, more than once?
So he listened to what Joey said about
Oh yeah, and he remembers it.
Really?
Yeah, which is shocking because a lot of the things I'll bring up to him, he's like, I don't remember that.
so his memory isn't the best at times, but this one he definitely
remembered.
He definitely remembers what was going on.
And I was dying because I can't remember. I feel like I remember him from the second he moved here. I don't remember khakis anyway. We could bring him back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we should with the pockets. Well, right on. Well, cool. So anything that you want to get off your chest before we jump in? Is there any like dying story? Here's the thing. We can talk about it down the road. But I felt like there was a while there that every comment that you would put, you would say, oh my gosh, we have to talk about this on the next podcast. Oh my gosh,
we have like such a long list. Yeah. That's what I was saying. I don't know if I'm going to be able to bust all this out in an hour.
Do you remember any of it? Now, I know there was one with Bobby Martinez.
Yes. So a friend of ours put a post up that got really controversial in the comments section. And I was like, we have to talk about this because, we talked about me leaving Facebook because I wasn't able to handle like scenarios like that.
Yeah, right.
So I was reading two people that know each other and kind of going at it with these opinions. I don't know if they're friends and now they're frenemies. Did they end their relationship?
On Bobby's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
it was controversial in the comments.
And that's what you wanted to talk about, was just like how controversial, or did you have your own opinion on what was going on? Or
I don't remember the tag. I don't even remember the topic that caused it. Was it about letting young people vote? Reducing the age to vote?
Possibly.
Something. I think it was something like that. And it just went bananas in the comments.
Yeah, I don't know if you know this, but Bobby doesn't like to be controversial in whatever he says. And
I hadn't noticed that at all.
Barely opinionated.
Right.
But no, okay. So there were other things too, unless there was more to that one. Do you remember?
There wasn't more to that besides that I was just like, this is so
drama-ish.
Yeah. Exactly why I love to hate to be on here.
But did you ever get yourself, was that you ever before you quit Facebook? Were you ever on that other guy or Bobby's like level of just
no
45 comments in one post?
No. I mean, I think maybe I've had two scenarios where that happened in my post, but I don't know if I ever did it. Maybe. But I don't like it. I don't like the way it feels, so I sort of try to not.
Do you remember any of the other ones?
Yeah, you wanted to talk about me setting up my Christmas tree earlier than most folks.
Thank you. Okay, so that's a great tie into the Christmas episode that I want to produce with you. So, when did you start celebrating Christmas this year? Like
August
decorations? 1st. Shut up. Be honest. Be honest. There's no way.
Like literally for me, I feel like November 1st is a safe zone.
Okay, good. Because I was about to kick you out of here.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, August 1st? Now, November 1st is okay. Right after Halloween, the safe zone though. Like, what does it mean to start Christmas celebration November 1st? Like, what does that mean to you?
First, let's just be real honest.
Okay.
I'm very into Christmas in the way of let's get the tree up early.
Right.
Not one present for anyone has been purchased thus far.
Still. Wow.
Still.
Wow.
To this second right now. So I get it. That's kind of a contradiction.
Yeah. I mean,
but
unless
stores have people and lines, and it's really stressful picking gifts.
Are you an online shopper at all?
I am, but not for that for some reason. People love it, but I need to be in a store. I need to see things. How do I feel about this? Will they like it? I just feel like it's risky online shopping. It shows up, and what if it's terrible and they hate it?
Did you say risky or risque?
We could go risque.
Risque online shopping.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look out. Look out. What is Kelly gonna get? Or Ken.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Wait. I knew because see, Corinne's husband is Kelly. So,
Kelly,
okay.
Kenny. It's practically the same
Okay,
name.
let's go back. I should know this is my last name.
Yeah, you'll never forget again now.
Do you call him Kenny or Ken?
I call him Ken. No one else does.
Can anyone else call him Ken?
They almost reject it.
Other people reject it.
Yeah.
And does he care? Like if I were like, hey Ken, he's like, dude, who are you? Like you call me Kenny.
I think he wouldn't notice if you walked up and said, hey Ken, but he introduces himself as Kenny.
Okay.
But I do not call him Kenny. I'm
going to leave everything in, even though I said I was going to cut it out because I messed it up. But a good conversation came out of it. So Kenny, yes. I'm apologizing for first calling you Ken. Well, first calling you Kelly. And then calling you Ken. My bad on all that.
He's fine being called Kelly too.
I'll that's on me. So have you? So you haven't bought even him a gift yet? And do you buy each other gifts, or is it kind of like, hey?
We do. It's like every other year. So some years he's really like taking a cue from me, and some years I'm like, no, we're buying each other gifts this year. And other years I'm like, we don't need to buy each other anything. Yeah, like we're feeling it or we're not.
Yeah, the thing is, you kind of get what you want anyway. You're an adult now.
I know. We don't freaking wait. And,
right.
Like, what is there? And I said to him, like, we're just making up stuff to buy each other, and that's silly.
Right. Super silly. Mm-hmm. Yeah. How old are your kids again?
Just turned 10.
Have they?
And 7.
And 7. Have they sat with Santa Claus at least yet this year?
They refuse.
What do you mean?
They've refused for about 2 years now.
Why is that?
They don't like it.
Do they believe?
No.
Wow. So they're the kids on the playground that are like, no, he's not real.
Well, we have I hope that they're not the kids on the playground doing that. My older son uses all the lingo when Santa comes and will Santa get me this and all that because he needs to buy in so he gets stuff.
Cool. That's a good idea.
He gets it.
Right.
The younger one, since very early, would tell the older one, it's just a guy in a suit. It's just when he was 2, it's just a guy in a suit. Yeah, so we've always been trying to convince Reed that no, Santa's real. You have to believe, he's never really bought into it.
Do they watch Christmas movies?
100%.
And
obsessed.
They love all those.
Love them all.
Favorite movie that the family gets around and sits around and watches?
Home Alone. 150 times.
Nice. And then, what is the one where you don't like it, but the kids like it, so you throw it on and then you kind of go do your own thing while they...
Ooh, I don't know that there's any that I don't like because I like Elf, but they watch Elf and I'm less into Elf because it wasn't our kid generation.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had that same conversation with Joey yesterday actually when we were recording about Star Wars. He's never seen Star Wars, not one Star Wars. Have you seen the Star Wars? Anything?
All of
okay,
them.
You've seen all of them. Okay. Like 80... Well, we'll say more than that. 99% of America, you're like one of them. And so he's like, well, I've been told.
My husband's never seen any Star Wars movies either.
Oh, man. You know what would be fun then?
We should get them together.
If Kenny and friggin' Joey go and just watch Star Wars and then do a movie review together.
Oh, my God. They will hate it.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I even told him, I said, dude, he's like, I should start with the ones that were done in the 70s, I've been told.
For sure.
But I'm like, dude, that's only... it's not gonna be as magical for you because you're an older person now. It's like me watching Labyrinth or like
it would be so bad.
Yeah, it would be like, okay, this guy's obviously a puppet and this thing is these lasers are just fake.
Pew, pew.
Yeah, exactly. When you were a kid, you're like, whoa, this is great, and here it's like, oh, it's just a guy in a suit. It's kind of like Santa. It's
exactly,
just a guy in a suit.
So
for you, it's the same thing. It's kind of like Elf is just it doesn't have that younger
Yeah.
kid memory ingrained in you type of a thing. Did your parents buy Home Alone right away kind of a thing? Did you have?
We were like, had to rent the VCR at the library status. So owning any VHS was like not happening in our house.
You had to rent the VCR?
Yeah.
Oh, not just the VHS. You're not saying
correct.
The actual player
you could
itself.
Go to the library when it was across from the police station.
Oh my gosh.
Show them your
the brick building,
identification, and you could rent the VCR in a giant lockbox contraption.
Wow.
Bring home the VCR and keep it for like 48, 72 hours or something.
Wow. I never knew that. That's crazy.
I know.
VCRs were actually
hot commodity.
Lent out. Yeah, you could probably sell that. You could probably, I mean, back in the day.
Yeah.
I wonder how many people just like, we'll just keep it.
I wonder how much a VCR fine was.
It had to have been like
if you never returned it back then.
Oh, back then, like never returned it. It's probably 10 a day.
Yeah.
And then like probably they just charge you $250 or $500. It's gotta be. Yeah. I remember when my parents bought that King 5 News VHS or recorder. Yeah. And that was like, they had to put that on the credit card. Like it was like $1,000 something bucks.
Woo!
Yeah. 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 Now you get some
$99.
Yeah. So as we're going in with the Christmas spirit and the Christmas conversation, what is the best gift that you've ever given anybody?
Oh,
like I'm talking like throughout your life. Like it could be like when you first started making money. It could be like when you finally had kids, or maybe even your husband, or maybe even a coworker. They just really loved something, and so you got them something. I don't know. Just think of what the greatest gift.
I think that's hard because I don't think my best gifts were given at Christmas. I really think Christmas, I'm that stereotypical, like, let's get a watch for your boyfriend because it's year one.
Right.
And Kenny and I have always been, we're not big surprise each other on Christmas. It's more like your birthday or something like that.
Okay.
So I don't think I'm a good Christmas gift giver.
So you're not a gift giver where it comes to like, hey, this person they really love painting, and so I'm going to give them a canvas and some acrylics or something like that.
No, but one thing we are super good about is, I think since we were mid-20s, we always adopt a family and get our whole family together to, donate whatever they need, and then we do that. So that is the favorite thing. I think the best thing we're doing at Christmas.
How do you find that out? Like, how do you just get this? Like, you just walk around the neighborhood and go, hey.
Sometimes they're on the trees, like at the doctor's office or through the school.
This is a thing?
A lot of the time, yes. My husband's in the union. So what we do is we call up the union hall and ask if they know of any families that are in need of help. And they always have a list. And we pick them and we get together and do it up.
You're blowing my mind right now. You're talking about the freaking library giving out VCRs, and they could lend that out. Now you got these families you could adopt. How much is that? So you get a card off a tree.
Yeah.
Does it say like the ages of everybody and like what they kind of like?
Yep.
And then how do you get it to them? Like, how do you just?
There's usually an in-between person.
Okay.
I don't ever want someone to feel super obligated to be appreciative in front of me because I don't like the way that feels.
Sure. Right.
So, like for the union, we would take it to the union, and then they have a representative that then takes it to the person's house.
Kind of drops it off there.
Yeah.
That's way cool.
Yeah. We've got some like amazing letters that'll just
so they kind of like, thank you so much. You we had hit some hard times, and we didn't think Christmas was going to be a thing. Oh my goodness.
I know, it'll make you sob.
I'm already sobbing. I can't hear this. This is too much Christmas magic. I need to. Yeah, that's crazy.
But for the people I know, don't expect jack.
Yeah, don't. Hey,
you're getting a watch.
Yeah, I don't think about you. I'm not thoughtful for you. Have you ever given a gift that you kind of did actually put? And you know what? We'll expand this because you said that you don't really do this for Christmas, but so we'll just expand to birthdays or anniversaries or whatever. Have you ever given a gift that you thought, dude, I'm knocking this thing out of the park. This is the perfect gift for that person or them. And it was like, oh, thanks.
Yeah, the kids.
Oh, really?
Yeah, all the kids, the nieces, the nephews. You can't impress them these days. I feel like, I've handed you the moon. If I got this when I was your age, we would have been running down the street telling all our friends how great it was. They're just not impressed with stuff.
That's true.
Yeah, my youngest niece will open things. She's better now. When she was younger, she'll just straight up, I didn't want this. It's gold. Like, she's an honest soul.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I got my son like this like Nintendo Classic like 2 years ago.
Ooh.
Might have been a Super Nintendo Classic. And when he opened it, like my daughter, my oldest, Madden, was like, "That's so sweet." And for him, he's like, "Is this it? Like, this is my gift? Like, is this a prank or something kind of
Oh
thing?"
my gosh, he doesn't even know how great it is.
Yeah. So anyway, he but now like he had to kind of get into it. Like he starts getting into it, and he like now plays it all the time. And so he's like, "Yeah, I didn't know what it was." It's kind of a thing. Like he got confused, I guess, on it. But he legit cried. Like, this is the worst birthday ever. Yeah.
You're like, "I promise, son, you'll love it eventually."
Yeah, no, you're gonna have fun.
Yeah.
You're gonna have fun. Have you ever been given a gift where somebody either nailed it, like surprised you? You're like, "Whoa, didn't see this one coming at all. This is perfect." Or we can do the opposite of, have you ever been given a gift and it was like, what was this person thinking? Like, do they even know who I am?
I should not go on record as saying this, but he already knows. So it wasn't for Christmas, but when Kenny and I got engaged, like yellow gold wasn't hip when we were getting engaged.
That's right. That's right.
And that guy got on one knee and
like,
opened a box and was like, "Will you marry me?" And I was like, "That is the ugliest damn ass ring I have ever seen in my life." Which, of course, it's beautiful. Yeah.
The white gold.
Mission 1, get different ring. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I still have it because now, of course, it's like, I should just like put it in a box somewhere and display it. But I didn't love it. I didn't love the yellow gold cut.
Are you held on to it? Is it going to be something that you give to your boys to ask their wives for? Are you going to be one of those?
I hope not. I mean, maybe if it comes back around. It's hard with 2 boys. If you had like just a son and a daughter, it might be easier to do something like that.
Gotcha.
But with 2 boys, how do I pick which one I love the most and say, "Okay,
it's
son,
the first one. You got to say this is a race."
Oh.
This is a race to get married. Whoever's the first one, you guys get the ring. Sorry.
I can't put that pressure on them.
Yeah, you should. That's what parents do. It's all about putting
That's
pressure.
actually a really good point.
You put pressure on your kids no matter what you do.
Yeah. Who's going to be the favorite? Yeah.
So this year, I guess, like, what's the tradition? Like, is it like obviously you've been celebrating Christmas since November 1st, so you probably have had, movies going here and there, this and that. But like when it comes to like traditions, every year we do this for sure. Like, is it go to the Christmas parade, get a real Christmas tree?
Okay, so I'm
presents?
obsessed with the Christmas parade. The kids rejected it this year.
No.
Yeah. I was like, what?
I went.
Ugh.
You know how long it was?
Was it long?
An hour and 45 minutes.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was a movie, and it was crazy. So you dodged a bullet on that one.
All right. So I don't feel so bad. So usually we do the Christmas parade for sure, but they're starting to get an opinion, and for some reason I feel like I need to entertain the opinion to some degree. So we didn't go. We always go and watch the the moving lights at the light. Is it light?
MRCC?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
So I drag them along for that. We usually like get something silly like McDonald's and sit and eat in the car while we're watching the lights.
So for the past few years, I actually go there. Haven't gone there as much lately just because football season. But Henry Van Dam and like Rich Van Dam and a few others, they're the people that put all that up.
What?
Yeah. And so one year they're like, "Hey," Henry's like, "Hey, Trav, you want to help me take it down?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And they chose like the coldest, windiest day.
Oh
like
my
it was
gosh.
just like freezing cold. And I'm up on this ladder, like untangling some of the trees that are in the parking lot and this and that. And then I saw this like small tree, not like Charlie Brown tree small, but like just a small tree kind of tucked away. And I'm like, "Oh, I'll go do that one. That one's, and I see everyone walking by it like they ain't touching it, but they're going to go do the harder stuff of what I thought it was. No, whoever wrapped this tree like was under like in and out and around these different the cords, and it was
got like a sailor's knot there.
It brought to memory. I don't know if you guys ever read Maniac McGee, but he had to untie a knot in the book, and he won something, and I was like, hopefully I win something
What's
at the end
the
of this.
prize?
Yeah, what is the prize? I thought that was a prank. I'm like, somebody just full on.
I don't even know how and what they put into doing that. It's amazing.
Right.
So I would expect taking it down as a challenge.
Oh, that was terrible, and I haven't done it since.
Yeah. No thanks, Henry.
No, thanks, HVD. But okay, so going to the watch that.
Yep.
Christmas parade.
And then I always wrap presents with National Lampoons on. That's my favorite Christmas movie,
yes.
which I know I'm not alone in that. The kids, I would definitely let them watch that. If I should or shouldn't, but I do.
Yeah, I feel like it's not.
But they're not drawn into it like they are with the younger
right.
Christmas
Not
movies.
yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
They don't get it.
It because like my daughter, it's her favorite movie.
Well, because it is the greatest.
Yeah, it is one of the great. Oh yeah. Now, you said that you I remember seeing you with the tree. You started like it looked like a production.
It is.
And so what was the issue this year though?
Okay, so we have an artificial tree.
Fake
More
one?
so that I can set it up earlier than is necessary.
Gotcha.
And we went to set it up this year, and the whole tree was dead. It wouldn't light up. So then I took it apart because it's one of those where you like click it together and it just lights up.
Yep.
So I'm thinking, okay, twist it around a little. No, it was dead.
Like you couldn't if you replaced one of the light bulbs, like it wasn't going to light everything up.
Yeah. So Ken chased it down to the thing that the actual plug-in. He thinks that needed to be replaced. A lot of the Christmas trees have a fuse in there. This one, of course, did not.
Ooh.
And so there was nothing to replace. So he lugged it down to Home Depot and conversed with someone for nearly 2 hours so that he could get it replaced because it died. I'm like, he has stamina. He lives for that kind of thing. I would have bought 5 trees for $700 each just to get the hell out of there. And he's like, no way. That's my hard-earned money.
Oh my gosh.
So he brought me home a tree and,
And was it the same style?
It was the same style.
Was it the same one?
It was the same one, which, if this thing died, you don't want to just swap it out for another one that's going to die, but that's the only one. They're not going to exchange it for like a Martha Stewart 750 one.
Right. What do you got? You got like the...
I got some like Home Accents $149.99 one.
Home Accents.
No surprise that
country living
died.
That's funny. And then do you guys decorate it? Like, is it all decorated?
Yeah, it's all decorated.
See, we put ours up. Like, I got everything down. In fact, I bashed my head getting it down. Hit a beam, full on, just like blood.
That'll piss you off.
Oh, it was terrible. Like, I guess my kids said that I was singing my cuss words. I don't remember that much. I remember cussing, but I remember stars and I remember actually taking like my beanie off. I'm like, oh, it's hot. I'm going to take my beanie off. Like, this is a good protector when you got a bald head. And because I didn't wear my beanie, rather than getting a good thump, I went like...
You got a skid.
Big time. And so anyway, we got it all inside. We started decorating most of it, but we never decorated the tree. And I tell you, I'm running out of room for stuff.
Yeah.
And I got this Christmas village that I love, but I can't.
Where do you put it? Yeah.
Yeah, and especially with a 3-year-old. My 3-year-old has broken more things in the past week. It's like, now I don't want to put this Christmas village up.
I know. It's risky.
Do you have a Christmas village?
My sons have pieces of a Christmas village that my mom gave them because she has one. They love it.
Gotcha.
We don't have anywhere to put one.
Right.
And so now they have little sections of a Christmas village in their house or in their room.
And so they kind of have their own little decorations that they can look at. Like, it was like a part of a train set or something. Like how you got these boys. What is it that they were like looking at that for?
I don't know. They just like that it lights up and it's their own. That's what I've noticed. They want their own little piece of So one of them, literally, the part is like a clam shack. And it has like a Santa just standing next to a clam shack.
A clam shack. Thought you said clan shack.
Nope, clam with an M. M.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. All right. That's good.
Yeah.
Joey said something the other too. He was talking about claymation and he said clanimation and like clay animation. And I was like, I don't think you can say that. I don't think
Yeah,
you can
put
say,
the brakes on that hard.
So then you got this clan shack. I'm like,
No.
what type of? I made the joke with him that hey, white Christmas. Dang, I messed that up there. White Christmas. I can't do that now.
No.
Can't tell the same joke twice.
No.
Yeah.
We would be doing what we do with Justin and bringing him up all the time. Homecoming king.
Yes. Oh yeah. Did I tell you that he reached out to me?
No.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah. That he said he didn't know
He
that
had
you
no
were so
clue.
upset.
Yeah. So since we have to mention Justin Kugler every time we get together,
Yeah.
and how he robbed me of my homecoming king, I was destined for that, and he just swooped in and stole it from me.
I think he earned it, but whatever.
But I mean, tomato, I guess. I don't know what that means, but I just said it. But yeah, no. So he reached out. It was crazy. Facebook message to me. Hey, buddy, been listening to the podcast. Had no clue that you and I listened to Rhiannon's. Had no clue that you've been holding this thing against me. And I'm like, I blocked him. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
No, I said, hey, it's just fun, fun and games. But yeah, I was robbed by him. He swooped down and stole that from me. So I'm going to say that.
We should have like a competition where you could earn it back.
I think at this point he'd probably just freely give it to me. He's that type of a guy, and that's probably why he won it.
Right.
He probably wanted to win it. He'd be like, here, I don't really care about that, Travis.
Yep.
That was 20 years ago. And you know what I would do? I would take that and I would just and I'd laugh in everyone's faces.
I would wear it everywhere.
And I'd wear it everywhere. I'd say, dude, Homecoming King 2000.
Fair and square.
Dude, to be called the Homecoming King of 2000, that's a huge, monumental title.
It really is.
2000. That's crazy. I mean, they get 200 at the end of it. 2000 at the end of it. Anyway, I'm digressing.
We're not hung up. It's fine. We're moving on.
We've moved on. So, Coog, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Justin.
Justin Kugler.
Thanks for saving me that day.
Yeah. What was that day? What?
Remember, I passed out in health class.
That's right.
How the heck do you forget this? I nearly
I was in shock.
Died,
I
and
saw
the
this
man
person,
can't remember.
I saw this person just in front of me fall over as if there was no life in them and smack their head. And I'm telling you, it sounded like if you want not just like a basketball bouncing off a pavement, but
like a watermelon.
But yeah, no, take like I don't know, yeah, like watermelon or cantaloupe, and just hear. That was how bad it sounded.
I haven't been right since.
No, not at all. Not at all. Anyway, we're doing a fast one today.
We are.
Half hour, because we're going to do another one real quick,
we're moving through it.
So any last Christmas wishes conversation before we go?
Ooh, Kenny better get me something good.
What's on your... When you say something good, can you throw a hint at him?
I don't even know. See, that's the challenge. When I don't even know what I want, and he can outthink me.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Kenny. Game on. Challenge accepted. We'll hear about this.
Shall you accept the mission?
In January, we'll hear about it. So, all right. Well, everyone, Merry Christmas. Thank you for listening to Ramblin' with Rhiannon. Did a little quick one today, but we're going to do another one. So you get two of them. We get two of them out there.
That's right.
Yeah. All right.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.